in. Second angle. Nice. Good. Open up. Short track. Nice. Good. Open again. Excellent. Great. Good. Much better. Open fast. Good. Good. Excellent. Second angle. Nice. The way back is hard to get a light pull on your quads. You're going to put your left foot just half a yard in front, a slight bend in it. You're going to drive it parallel to your hip, right arm matches it, and then just 3 seconds down. As soon as it touches the astro, drive back up again. So it looks something like that, and you're just trying to drive the knee up to the hip. When you're ready. So you're going to feel the tension at the top there. You've got to drive past it, yeah? Wait a bit closer. So you're just going to be in the middle, and I'm going to call a direction. So when you're doing that, you're just bouncing in the middle like that. This is literally just to recover and just to set the motion. The most important thing that I'm looking for is a pass on the outside. So all of this is just filling it to get there. When I call right, you're going to step like that, go 2 feet across the ladder in that area there, set the right side, and then open the hips. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Left. Take it out. Nice. Right. Set. Yes. Push. Sorry. Left. Set. 4 feet. Nice. My ball. Yes, yes. Back in again. Right. Set. A lot of players don't want to receive the ball under pressure, okay? Because obviously, if it's a bad pass, they're going to get dispossessed. But if they just cook the ball to the right side of the shoulder like that, it's going to be away from the marker, especially if they have a couple of yards on you. So keep over here, please. Just like that area there in your left shoulder. Now, as that ball travels to my feet, what's the defender going to do naturally? They're going to have to apply pressure. And that's at the moment, especially because your hips are square, when you pop it and get into a better attacking option. Now, I went from a square hip to an open hip. Does that make sense? And I know Morgan's been doing a lot of you with overloads, especially in like 3v1 transfer games. This is exactly what a transfer game is. That ball needs to be snapped in. Is that okay? So it has a little bit of pace so I can just step and take around the game straight away. Sounds easy in context, but if we just get the habit of doing this over and over again, when we drop into what we're going to do in a few minutes with pressure, it's going to be second nature. For Rachel, she drops out, she gets set, second angle, turn, frame speed, she gets it, plays it through the middle, she goes to the opposite side, bounces it, goes through the middle, up to the ladder side, and then she's back to the start. Left! Set. Nice. Turn. Snap it. Snap. Good. Feet. Nice. That's one. Set. Inside. Right. Set. Yes, feet. Same pattern again. Okay, so you're going to exit, you're going to set, you're going to open the hips, and you're going to receive back foot. Okay? And by the way, naturally, and just put a little bit of emphasis, when you set this ball, try to do 3 things at once. Okay? Move sideways, open your hips, and check the shoulder. All in one go. Is that okay? The only thing you're lacking a little bit is just opening and having a little glance, just to see if they're in the right position. Instead of playing it there, we're going to step inside. Is that okay? Now watch this. We're going to step inside like this, and as we get into this area, we're going to just keep going all the way to the opposite side, pop it to the side we started on, and then come back. Sharper, let's go. Right, set, set, hips, turn. Nice, zip, right pass. Left foot, open hips, turn. Nice, well done. Right. Oh, well done. Yeah, well done. So naturally, Priya and Erin are on supporting angles. So what I mean by a supporting angle they are diagonal to the ball and they're also opposite. Is that okay? So if I was a 6, I would want my 8, my 10 and my 9 in a similar shape. Obviously an 11 side would be much bigger, but the principle remains the same. Is that okay? So we're going to hit the right side here on the back foot, and then it's going to just flip. So Aaron's going to hit the back foot of Rachel, Rachel's going to hit the back foot of Priya, and then Priya's going to hit the back foot of the next player, which is Freya. Is that okay? Let's go. Don't go too early. Nice, you. Good touch, you. Nice. Good. At the ball. Touch. Keep it positive. Nice.
Yes, sir.
Zip. Turn. Good. 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 Good, Rachel. Well done. Yeah, stop, stop.
Yes, sir.
Turn. Good, last stop here. Good touch, you. Come on, take it out. And freeze. Anybody know what a third player run is, or a third man run? Any idea? Early, you have the right idea. So, a third player run or a third man run is a run that is done where they're not involved in the direct passing line. So what that means is, if for example, I give it to Freya's back foot, and she gives it to Aaron's back foot, the third player run will be for Freya if the ball hits my feet. So if I step in front here, and she makes a support and run inside there, that's a third player run. We're still going to change positions. The next player to come into the game is going to be the top player from there. Is that okay? Priya, as the top player gets the ball, or anybody that's at this cone here, you're going to go into the field to receive the ball, but it's actually going to be a blind pass. It's going to go in there. Is that okay? So you're going to zip it in there for me, I'm going to turn, and then I'm going to receive the third pass. Okay, we got 2 players in the middle. They're going to step in front of the pole. The pole's just a guide. The ball's going to be worked from pole to pole, okay? These 2 players in the middle, Priya, you're just going to pop the ball to Rachel, and you're going to support on a second angle. So between pole and pole, you're going to open your hips there. Freya, you're going to apply some pressure to Rachel, square. So here's where I am here. You're going to apply some pressure this side, this square, so you're giving her the bounce. And then where do you need to go, Rach? Bounce. Good. Pour her on the edge. Okay. Nice. Fast press, Freya. It's over you. What a bounce, Freya. Good. 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 Keep playing. Excellent. Second angle. Good. Make sure you stay there, Rachel, on the lock, yeah? Nice. Good. In you go, Aaron. In you go. Love it. Love it. Good. Beautiful. And fine. What do you think of that? Tough? Understand it? Yeah. Where's the breakdown? Huh? No one's wrong here.
When you don't press.
Okay, that's good, yeah? Yeah? So, let's say a player presses, but they're late. Talk to you then. So you got a player pressing, but they're a little bit late. There's space between the presser and the ball carrier, and the supporting players in an angle. Talk to me, what needs to happen?
Take the dribble, draw the defender in.
Excellent. And then what? And then play it, yeah? So for a supporting player, you need their hips open. Does that make sense? When their hips are open, they're good to go forward. If their hips are closed, they're good to go where? Backwards. Backwards isn't an issue. You just go back to do what? Yeah, go back to play forward, 'cause then you can open the hips. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Well done, guys. That was really good.